Welcome guys to the XBA. We are going to conclude the first round today, and we're going to get things started with the simulation. We are going to simulate games 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to plow through this even if there is a 4-game sweep. So the CPU, that's what it deems necessary. That's what we're going to live with. Hopefully, none of the series come down to that, but let's get this thing going, guys. The moment of truth is here, and it looks like LA and Chicago are in trouble. I had to simulate again there. Let me see, just to be safe, I'm gonna go to game 5. There we go. So LA and Chicago are in trouble, and Chicago is out. So Wisconsin knocks out Chicago fairly easily. Even if we did play game 4, it's going to be hard for Chicago to win 4 out of 5 games, just the CPU versus CPU. But let's take a look here at the box scores right now. It looks like the Arrows are looking pretty solid right now. They lost game 2, 102 to 86. I think it's 110 to 77 here in game 3. Phoenix Wah had 19. Nasir Little, who's been a force, I feel like this season, had a double-double. Booker led that with 20 points. Game 4 goes to the Arrows, 98-87. Phoenix Wah, again, the leading scorer. And then Booker, obviously, your leading scorer for Phoenix. So the Alaska Chill also have their backs up against the wall. Game 2, they lost by 18 points. Not a good showing there. Giannis couldn't crack the 20-point mark. They did pick up a win in game 3, 91 to 67, a low scoring output for the Denver Summit, but a pretty easy win for Alaska. And then game 4 goes to Denver, 99 to 86. Giannis with 26 in this losing effort. So we'll see. I mean, this might be the end of the road for Giannis in Alaska. We'll see what free agency has in store. And a 90 to 88 win for the Neptunes. CJ Thomas scored 21 in the loss. Kemba Walker with the double-double. Game 3 goes to the Dragons, 110-106. That was a high-scoring second half there, 35 to 31, but not quite enough for the Neptunes. Damian Lillard had 35. And then game 4, New Orleans exploded with a 30-point victory over California, 124 to 94. Urgeda and Lillard had over 30 points. All right, this series is not looking good for LA. So, I mean, no Yusuf Nurkic. This is going to be a tall order for them. They scored 56 points in game 3. How do you do that? I know it's the XBA. It's a little bit lower scoring than the NBA is, but 93 to 56 is, and we see there, that's why 5 of 30 for those 3-pointers. And then game 4, the Leopards stave off elimination with a win. Tice was still the starting center. Nurkic will come back for game number 5, so maybe that'll change things up. You had a 106-99 loss here, Chicago, and then another, it was an overtime loss in game 3, and Chicago played Wisconsin pretty close in game 1, so kind of an unfortunate draw maybe. Oladipo scored 42 in this one, and then they lose by 10 in game number 4. Harden with 23. And Embiid with the double-double. So the Harden-Embiid deal is going to be a tough thing to deal with for the remaining teams at the end of this video. 114-105, Tampa Bay wins game number 2 over Columbus. Columbus will dominate Tampa Bay on the road here. They scored 46 points in the first quarter, 126 to 99 in that one. Barrett had 42 in that game. And then game 4 goes to the Sting, 102-95 win at home. Even with that 7-point second quarter sprinkled in there, they're still pretty good all around. Game 2 goes to Montreal, 102-99. James Blackman with 29 points, so he's been really good all year long for Montreal. 105-89 in game number 3. Malik Jones with 47. 10 points at the free throw line as well. 110-92. So hasn't had a lot of close games in the series, but when he tallied all up, it's all square right now. So 113-101, the Stags win game number 2. Kemerly had 27. And then the Neon take game number 3. CJ Kemerly, 43 points. Rothwell had 24, 8 and double-double. Game 4 goes to Toronto, 95-90. Had another single-digit quarter sprinkled in there, 28-9 in the first quarter. That kind of sealed the deal there. So this is the board. This is what we're looking at here. We got 4 series in a 3-1 deal, and we have 3 series all knotted up at 2 apiece with the 1 sweep. So from here on out, we are playing all of the games. Montreal, New York. We're going to go through these game 5s, kind of be my speed edit here, and then we'll probably be a little more traditional run time for games 6 and 7. Right now, we have a 35-20 lead for New York. Nick Claxton will score, and they are running away with this thing. Our score heading into halftime will be 37-24. Montreal's just not shooting very well, not rebounding well either. But you have Trevor Kelly for 3. It's within 11. Kevin Knox going to knock down a 3-ball there. We got 2.5 minutes left in the 4th. Marcus Anthony's going to hit that deck, and they're going to maintain this double-digit lead here. Malik throws it down. They will win this one 80-70. So an easy win for New York on home court. They will take a series advantage over the Gatiques. Les Gatiques du Montréal go down in game 5. Blackman had 20, Langford 20, but it was no match for the City Slickers. Okay, going to Columbus, Ohio. Very evenly matched series here. Sting and Basket Hounds. Tampa Bay is up 3-1. They can ice the Basket Hounds here. It's 6-5 right now. Zion's going to take it down. He's going to dunk over Shakir Nader. Kennedy Alvarez weaving his way inside. Will lay it up and in. 42-41 right now. There's RJ Barrett, also set to be a free agent heading into next year. We'll see if he resigns, see what he wants to do. And Columbus will be up 45-42. And I've said it before, this has got to be the year for Columbus. Like, if it's not this year, odds are team's going to get broken up by free agencies. So make this thing count, guys. But they're going to have to win 3 straight against a tough Tampa Bay team with a lot of young talent. I'd argue out of anybody, I mean, Tampa Bay, probably alongside Denver, maybe. And I can't think of too many teams that have drafted as good as Tampa Bay has. Columbus, they got a few years of experience on Tampa across the board. So if you're looking for a candidate to maybe come back from a 3-1 hole, it might be these Columbus Basket Hounds. They're going to take this one by 11, 101-90. And they're going to go into Tampa to try to extend the series even further. RJ Barrett had 30. Zion with a double-double. Nas Dunstan had a double-double, but that's just not quite enough. And we have here the Dragons and the Neptunes in a 2-2 matchup. I like this matchup here. I like California. They will play this one close all the way. I mean, New Orleans, you'd have to assume they're a solid favorite, but it has not panned out that way with their 3 superstars and their budding superstar in the diminutive Juan Argueda. Because Argueda has been scoring this year, as you guys probably have seen via those box scores. Klay Thompson, the addition there, has really sparked this offense as well. And we have a steal here, CJ Thomas. It's going the other way again. This will be Aaron Gordon. So it's 45-34. Argueda can't get that to drop right before the first half expires, and we got a 45-34 game right now. And I think the difference right now is California is just making their threes. And right now it's an 8-point game. Juan Argueda challenging Kemba Walker. They're going to call Walker for a foul. It's an 8-point game. Jaden Hunter for 3 will knock that one down. Still up 11. Argueda gets it within double digits. Down 13 now, but CJ Thomas gonna challenge and convert. Dragons up big. Alley-oop to the athletic Aaron Gordon, and California will win this one 95-79. So they kept the Neptunes in check offensively in this one. Kind of a big deal. Lillard with 25. Thomas Bryant had 4, 13 rebounds. Kemba Walker 22. CJ Thomas 16 in the winning effort. All right, the Alaska Chill on the road. They are facing elimination. They have just not quite had that playoff success after year one that you might have thought they were going to have. This team looked like they could be primed for something of a dynasty. I know we have a ton of parity. There's a lot of teams involved every year, but Alaska, you thought maybe they could sniff the conference, maybe the conference finals or the XBA finals again. And right now, it doesn't look like it's happening, but they're going to have to win 3 straight here. And so far, so good. They're only down by 1. It's a 2-point deficit. Dennis Schroeder for 2. No good. Terrence Bell with the rebound, and he's going to find Simmons, who gets to the lane. No foul there, but he will make it, and a turnover. Lonnie Walker taking it inside to Michael Bridges, who will lay it in. And Denver up by double digits right now. Giannis for 3, so he's keeping the guys in this thing, 69-60. Ben Simmons inside, uncontested. Back to double-digit lead. We got a miss. Apollo steal, and the ball just gets swiped by Mondre Rhymes Porter. Is he going to go the distance? Oh, he's going to miss, but that's why they signed James Wiseman out of Baltimore, to do stuff like that and to help out inside. Still double-digit lead within a minute, so that will be the kill shot for Ben Simmons. 89-75 in this one. Alaska's going to go down, and their season is over. And now the big intrigue will be, who are they going to get to stay? You got Darius Garland, Kevin Porter, and Giannis, all with expiring contracts. So this could be a new look type of team after next year, and we'll see who they can maintain. All right, the Neon and the Stags, another one of those 2-2 series. CJ Kemmerly kicking things off here. It'll be 23-17, and then the other Kemmerly going to score. So Neon are looking pretty solid here. We got a miss, but Drummond will clean it up and score. So the Stags are starting this one behind the 8 ball, but look at that throwdown by Malachi Hendricks. He's athletic. He can do stuff like that. But Curry Lyons is also a huge individual. He'll score there. Got a high-scoring first half and one coming up here. 50-45 right now. Drummond already has 10 rebounds in that first half. Cardoso is lightening up here off the bench as well. But it's still the Neon's ball game here. They still look to be in control. Tobias Harris, good defense, kind of by Aiden. Not going to work, though. And a miss. Had a clear layup for Hendricks, and it's just not going to go. 93-87. CJ Kimberly for 3 with a miss, and then there's Tobias Harris flying in for the tap-in. Going to get a 2-ball to go there, 97-89. 2 for Kimberly, and the Neon will win this one fairly easily. 104-91 is your final, and the Neon are going to take control of this series, and they're going to do it on the road. So the 2 games left potentially, home and away. I think maybe Game 6 would be the way to do it in New York. CJ Kimberly had 27. So the Kansas City Stampede here against the Leopards. Kansas City has a chance to finish the Leopards off, but the Leopards get Yusuf Nurkic back, and that's a huge gain for a guy who was on pace to have kind of an all XBA type of season. Whether that was second or third team, I don't know. Probably wasn't going to be first teamer. But Nurkic was having a great year for LA, and right now he's helping him out. It looks like 59-57, high scoring there. DeAndre Hunter 16 in that first half. Goes 78-75. DeAndre Hunter's going to dunk it. It'll be 81-75. John Morant for 2. Kansas City is within 2, and Luka Doncic going to miss. Hartenstein will pick it up and get the and one. Foul's going to go against Zach LaVine. Still tied game. Oliver Grimes undefended by Christian Wood out there. Gotta do better than that. But Christian Wood offensively will get that one to drop at least. So we're under 2 minutes right now. Kansas City with a 2-point lead. And we get another and one there. Nurkic with the foul. We got a jump ball situation. 1.5 minutes left to go. Kansas City still up by 5. John Morant looking for a little bit of space, and he gets it. And Nurkic with his arms by his side, not really doing a good job defensively there. Last chance realistically for the Leopards. And Levine's going to miss. Ananobi has it. No foul. And he'll just take that and drain it. And that's your ball game. So the addition of Nurkic, I don't know how much of a difference that it actually made, because Kansas City is going to win this one and take the series. So unfortunate timing for the Leopards. They totally bombed out in that fourth quarter, 26-14. Doncic and Morant each had more than 20 points. So the St. Louis Arrows in control here against Phoenix. It's a buggy little St. Louis team. You got that 8-1 curse that we always talk about. The 1 seeds have really sucked it up in this series. And Phoenix is a team that, some people, they probably didn't, and this might be my fault, but we didn't see a ton of Phoenix this year. So there's going to be people out there that maybe thought that they were an undeserving 1 seed, at least compared to LA and New Orleans and Denver, which were pretty much the 3 teams that were in control of the Western Conference all year, really, until the second half is when Phoenix really catapulted back into that upper echelon. But, say what you will about this team. It's still a very, very talented team. And the fans didn't get to see him much. I didn't pick a lot of Phoenix games to show during that kind of truncated regular season compared to what we normally do. And this is a game here that Phoenix is right in this thing, trying to extend it. And we get a miss from Middleton. They're going to have to foul here, 92-89. Phoenix Wah hits the first and the second. So we got 94-89, Tyrese Halliburton to Booker. And it gets swatted by Mo Bamba and swatted again. Randall will corral it. And then if Phoenix can, they got 4 seconds. So St. Louis hitting the free throw should put this one away. And the Phoenix Monsters, I didn't want to say back-to-back or defending champions, but champions from 2 years ago, they will get knocked out in the first round. The 8-1 seed curse will strike again. Phoenix Monsters go down pretty easily in 5 games. Booker had 24. He's set to become a free agent. We'll see if he wants to stick around. Maybe he can cash in. I'm sure you got the hometown discount there in Phoenix at the start of the series, but we'll see. New York City Slickers right now, they're up 3-2, and they are in control of this game. They can put Montreal away with this win if they can pull it out. Lucas Samanic for 2 right before the end of the first. So Montreal's coming back here. 31-28 game. Gordon Hayward knocks that down, actually 29. So Montreal has the lead, and James Blackman, they need this guy to light it up here in these next 2 games if they're going to survive. Get a nice 2-ball there. Marcus Anthony is the leading scorer with 13 right now. Gatik's up by 4. 2-ball is good there for Langford. Up to a 9-point lead here, late third. Get a deep 2 from Malik Jones. 6-point game. There's Malik again. He's having a good end of this quarter, and it's going to carry over into the fourth. We get New York with the lead right now. 1-point game. Blackman with a miss. LaMelo corrals it. We got 2:20 left, and LaMelo's going to hit the deck and will convert. Actually, it's Kevin Knox. Sorry. Kevin Knox. It's going to get the foul out on Gordon Hayward. So Hayward will not come back in this game. And what is that turnover? Are you kidding me? Horrible, horrible ball possession right there. They can at least get the tie back. So 89-89 with the ball back. Kevin Knox going to hit a 2, make this thing 91-89. Blackman will respond with 42 seconds, bringing down the house. The 2-ball for Malik Jones is no good, and Rudy Gobert will haul it in. Here's Blackman inside, and he's going to get to the line. They call the foul against Siakam. First one is no good. Blackman 7 of 18 tonight. He could be a little bit sharper, and he will at least make the second. 22 seconds to go right now. A miss. Great defense by Laterman. Laterman off the bench for Hayward actually plays amazing defense on Malik Jones, and he steps up clutch at the free throw line. That's what the XBA 2 will do for you. You get that playing against pro competition. It will prep you sufficiently. Former XBA 2 high riser Ronan Lederman. 98-94, Montreal wins. Bit of a surprise maybe after the start that they had, but they played pretty great there in the second half, really clutched up and took it to the City Slickers. Marcus Anthony leading scorer in the losing effort. And now we have Tampa Bay and Columbus. Get a deep two by Keldon Johnson, no good. Stewart with the tip in. But Kyrie will tie this thing up, so we're back to square one. And now Tampa Bay has the lead. So we have an elimination game here for Columbus. They staved off elimination previously in game 5. We'll see if Tampa Bay can close the door here. Kennedy Alvarez with a nice shot. RJ Barrett with a 3-ball, no good. Kyle Kuzma will haul it in. Let's see if he's going to go the distance. And he throws it down. Tampa Bay goes into the half up by 5. Zion with 13. Kuzma with 13. Columbus making this thing closer. It's a 3-point game right now. Zion is going to draw the foul against Kuzma. Get this thing down to a 1-point deficit. And there's a nice move by Nas Dunstan. Shakir Nader going up against Nard Colvin. Nader wins. Good defense there by Nas Dunstan. He's going to get this thing out eventually to Irving. Irving goes to Nader, and Nader goes behind the back with a nice dunk there. 91-83. Columbus not clutching up, not making those shots. We got about a minute 50 left. Kennedy Alvarez, you slam the door on this thing. Nas Dunstan will lay it off the glass and good. Going inside will be RJ Barrett, but the response, Kyrie Irving gets it back to a 10-point lead. Easy dunk there. RJ Barrett trying to survive, but Nader dunks on the other end. So Tampa Bay able to respond here, and they will knock out the Basket Hounds. 189, your final score. And these guys just didn't get it done. Columbus, you know, they had a spotty first year, but they kind of worked their way into contention with all of those rookies. Year 1, year 2, they were fairly close to making the playoffs, but they choked down the stretch. Year 3 had the heartbreaker in the Eastern Conference Finals to Pittsburgh. So just did not happen for this crew. We'll see. Maybe they'll all resign and come back. You know, you got Stewart, Hero, Barrett, and Zion Williamson. So that's kind of the crew there. We'll see if they want to come back. All right, now let's get to this game here. We have an elimination game for the Neptunes, and back to square one here. It's all square at half time, 47-47. Kawhi Leonard and Kemba Walker playing pretty well here. Thomas Bryant gives the Neptunes the lead early third. Juan Argueta 4-3. Neptunes look coming out pretty hot here in the second half. Turnaround jumper good. California got to call timeout, try to figure out what exactly is happening. Getting outscored here by 7 right now. It's an 8-point deficit, make it 10. Down by 11 now. Malachi Hendricks lays it in. We get Kemba with the jumper, down by 6, no good. On the other end, Hendricks gets a rebound. Got, I was going to say maybe got numbers, but Hendricks going to settle for the jumper. No good. Argueta gets to the line here. We got a minute 55 left. CJ Thomas scores, keeps the Dragons in this thing. You figure if you're going to knock them off, you want to knock them off at home. So they got to get this thing done. Hassan Whiteside scoring. Trying to get the rebound. Larry Nance going to save the day, though. 86-79. And a turnover at the worst possible time. Argueta going to the hole, but not going to make it. Still 7-point game. Might want to take a 3 here. Malachi going to force one up. No good. And a steal. Turnover. Throws another one up. This time he'll get the foul, and he'll knock both shots down. So the Neptunes now at the line. Argueta hits the first. He'll make the second. California calling timeout. Desperation mode here. No good. And the Neptunes will force game number 7. Siete. So let's get this thing going, guys. I'm ready for game 7s. I'll tell you what. Argueta had 22, Kawhi with 18 in the win. All right, so I lost the first bit of this game, so I couldn't really give you guys that intro that I like to do. Game 6 here, New York Neon against Toronto. 10-4 right now for the Stags. Stags trying to survive this one on the road. Had a lot of road teams win our games that we've shown between last week's video and today's. So it's kind of been a back and forth deal there. Nice jumper by Hendricks. And right now, there's Kearney Lions trying to be the hero from way downtown. No dice, 51-35. Stags just out shooting the Neon by a pretty healthy margin here. Ennis Cantor is going to lay that one in, 58-45 right now. And a good layup there, 62-60. There's the other Kemerly. They'll score, get this thing within 10. Right now it's a 9-point game with about just under 4 minutes, and we get a steal by Mason Hendricks. Finds, Fultz back to Hendricks. Nice play there. Beautiful passing. We got a 3-ball for Lions. They'll knock that down. That's his calling card. And he's got New York pretty close in this thing, but the jumper there by LaRothable should finish them off, and it does, 86-78. So New York had an opportunity here to knock them off at home, and they could not get it done. Kemerly with 23 points in this one. It's kind of interested in Cardoso there. He's doing the shush. He only had 3 points today. I know he's been a pretty big factor off of the bench, but right now we are done with the game 6s. Let's get the game 7s going here. Montreal looking pretty good. New York keeping this thing close. Langford with a little pump fake shoots over Marcus Anthony, makes it anyway, and we get a turnover. That's Laderman throwing it all the way into Gary Harris, and he will lay it in. So the first half winding down, and Montreal is dominating here, up by 14. Nice alley-oop. Style points don't count, though, but Siakam, and then a good dunk for Malik Jones. So New York able to draw a little bit closer there from where they were. Still down by 10. Hayward with 17 leading the way. 8-point game. We got LaMelo with a layup. So we're going to be under 2.5 now. Nice dunk, PJ Washington. Up by 5 right now for Montreal. So this game is tightening. City Slickers not going away. Marcus Anthony for 2 and nails it. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Again, another 2 for New York, and then nice play by Blackman. He'll get the foul. They're going to call DeAndre Jordan there. Nice deep 2 for Malik Jones. This time it'll be Anthony versus Langford. And Anthony gets to the line. Chance to tie it, guys. We're under a minute left here in game 7. Marcus Anthony hits the first. Will he hit the second? Yes, he will. Tie this thing up. 50 seconds on the dot left to go. 40 seconds right now, and Blackman dunks it. 89-87. Let's get this action uninterrupted here. LaMelo into Siakam. Will lay it in. So 89 all. Right now, that's going to be a deep 2 for Langford. He thought he was going to make it, started going back on defense. We're going to get a off-ball foul, so New York with a chance to win, and he has his man right there. That was Marcus Anthony. I would have dished it off to Marcus Anthony. So let's get this thing finished off here. Montreal 4-3. Inside, we got a turnover. Going the other way, it'll be Romeo Langford. He'll dunk it down. Alley-oop, no good. Siakam, Jordan. He'll miss that one, and that's not going to go. And a lay-in, good. So the interesting story here, guys, no Malik Jones on the court. Was he just exhausted or what? Because I would imagine he played basically the entire fourth quarter, the entire back half of the third quarter. But, I mean, the other guys are out there fighting, and Malik is on the bench, and he wasn't in foul trouble or anything. So what is the story there? Coach Jarrett Payton, what is the story? We have to find out. Season on the line. Malik with 2 fouls, so he was not in foul trouble, was not injured. Maybe he just didn't have enough in the tank. I don't know. Maybe he's just a prima donna. We'll have to figure out more this offseason what that is all about. CJ Thomas and Damian Lillard, the focal points here. Not the only stars in this game, but kind of an interesting head-to-head matchup. And like usual, California going to start off with a Malachi Hendricks score, and then I love that matchup right there. The 7'1" Jin Hao versus Juan Orgeta, who I would have to assume is about 5'6", maybe 5'5" at point guard. And he went away from the basket to make that shot. Interesting choice, but he did make it. California is in control here, guys. Right now it's 49-41. Damian Lillard just needs a little bit of space, and he'll knock that down. 49-46. Got a 2-ball there is good. Justice Winslow, and a 3 to end the half, no good. California's going to go into the half up by 6, shooting an unsustainable 62%. We'll see if that comes back down to earth a little bit. Damian Lillard off the glass for 2, but right now it's a 5-point game. Nice work inside to the basket for Kemba Walker, extending that lead. There's Klay Thompson. I have not seen him very much for the Neptunes so far, and again, Klay Thompson, big time dunk right there. 1-point ball game, guys. In this game 7, and we get a steal. Juan Orgeta finds Kawhi Leonard, and he's going to score easily. Neptunes take the lead. 2-ball, no good. Jin Hao is going to get to the line with 4 minutes in this one. He misses the first, and he will miss the second. Thomas Bryant hauls in the rebound. Lillard inside with a miss. Kawhi cleans it up. He will score 97-93. This thing's starting to get away maybe for the Dragons, but they keep it within 2. And a miss. Aaron Gordon hauls it in. So a nice chance here for the Dragons to draw even. CJ Thomas fighting inside gets the and one opportunity here. Foul against that man, Damian Lillard. A matchup of the series. It comes down to this. 1:26 to go. Thomas gets the lead back. 1:05 left in this one. 98-97. Easy bucket for Lillard. He comes back the other way, clutches up, and scores. Aaron Gordon turns around, finds the basket. 199. Juan Orgeta takes the 3 and nails it. And he's talking to Simons. What is he? He's got to get back on defense. Undermanned, but they get a steal. It'll be Thomas Bryant finds Orgeta again to the hole, and it's going to get blocked by Hassan Whiteside. This finish is going to be crazy, guys. 23 seconds left. Kemba, you had a lane. It was right there. Why didn't he take it? Hendricks jumper nails it. 102-102. We got 17 seconds left to go. This will come down to the final shot. 7 seconds. Juan Orgeta. We know the CPU loves to hang around way downtown. Orgeta from Steph Curry range nails it with 0.2 seconds. The backbreaker for the Dragons. The Dragons are slain because they have no chance to take that shot with 0.2 seconds. And you can tell their hearts are just ripped out by that game-winning shot from way downtown. Juan Orgeta goes down in the XBA history books with a clutch finishing stretch right there. He knocked the first 3 down to get him to 102, which was hard enough on its own. And then he pulls that off. His only 2 3-pointers of the game. He was 0 for 5 up to that point. He was 4 for 17 on the day. Man, so a tough way to go home for these California Dragons. We'll see how they do next year. I mean, we'll see how they fare. You know, you got free agency coming up. Got a great young core. I think they're going to have to be one of the XBA favorites next year, assuming, you know, I mean, you keep this core around with Hendricks, Howe, and CJ Thomas. I like the Dragons next year in the Western Conference. New York Neon, let's talk about this game. They're up by 4 right now at the half. This is our final game of the video here, 45-41. Cardoso, again, like I was talking about, off the bench. Got 15 points in the first half. 45-45. Stags are going to knot this thing up. And Toronto takes the lead off of the Hendricks 2-ball. So, you know, this would be an upset here. A little mini upset maybe if the Neon pull this out. Toronto was the 2 seed. Not too many games ahead of New York, but they should be favored to win at home, you would think. They're up by 3. Hendricks off the glass. We got about 3 minutes left, and they're up by 5. We got a 3-ball. Good for Kemmerly. 83-81. Kicks it out. Larothable for 3s. No good. The rookie's going to miss that one. To the other rookie, Kari Lyons. And is that going to be a 3? They're going to give it to RJ Hampton. 84-83. Larothable, a turnaround. No good. He's making some weird choices here in this do or die game. And the Neon have the lead. 84-83. Kemmerly versus Fultz. Kemmerly wins easily to go up by 3. He's going to pick up his 20th point of the game. Finally, Juan Batista makes a shot, and then inside it will be Kemmerly drawing the foul against DeAndre Ayton. We get a deep 3 as the shot clock's winding down, and Toronto not working for a better look. And then you think Kemmerly here, the master of drawing fouls, he won't get the call there, but he will make the shot. Turnaround for Van Vliet's no good, and Drummond hauls it in 90-85. That might just about do it for Toronto. Another missed 3. Guys, the Stags just had a horrible ending stretch right there in this Game 7. They were not able to put anything together, and the Neon got a win by 7 in Game 7. So Toronto, another young team. That might be the theme, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, I look at a team like Tampa Bay is like the only team, maybe Denver, that was super young still that won their series. You know, a lot of the other teams are a little more veteran teams. You look at the bracket here, like Morant, Doncic survive, Embiid and Harden survive. Neon, very, a bit of an older team maybe. Conley, Drummond, Tobias Harris. You could argue that. But looking at this bracket, I mean, I don't know how many guys had this. The 2 7 seeds win and the 2 8 seeds win. And then we also have a 6 and a 5. So it's lower seeds galore. The top remaining seed in each conference is New Orleans. So the Neptunes or Denver, perhaps, I mean, they're statistically virtually the same in terms of the record. Maybe those would have to be your favorites. I don't know. But you can't really count out Wisconsin either. I mean, Wisconsin's going to be pretty deadly here down the stretch as well. We'll see how this thing plays out in round 2. So, guys, if you like this thing, leave a like. I'm sorry if your team lost. I'm sorry if you're BC Chicago. You lost via the CPU. But if you're going to lose 3 CPU games,